Good day, everyone. I am Hani Marie Ayboro, and today I will be going to discuss the Section 704 Location and Property on National Building Code of the Philippines. When we design or construct any building, it is not enough to focus only on the structure itself. We must also consider where it is placed on the property. So in Section C 704 everyone of the National Building Code of the Philippines focuses on the proper location of buildings within a lot. This section is important because it affects safety, accessibility, and how buildings relate to their surroundings, including neighboring properties and public streets. So by understanding Section 704, we learn why a building must have access to public spaces, how to correct measure property boundaries when facing a street or alley, and why the eaves and required windows must be set back at safe distances. So this topic everyone helps us build responsibility, avoid hazards, and ensure that structures follow legal and safe building practices. So the first one is A. General. No building shall be constructed unless it adjoins or it has access to a public space, yard, or street on at least one of its sides. So here, meaning to say that every building must be connected to or next to a public area such as mga road or street, mga yard. So ang yard mo siyang open space or another public space pod like mga park, alley, or open lot. So why is it important nga naagid say direct access sa mga public space? So this is required so that people can easily enter or exit the building. Another is kaning mga fire trucks, ambulances, and other emergency vehicles can reach the building if needed. Yes, kay since naam siya direct access sa mga public space, so the people can easily enter or exit the building. And also, there's a safe space for ventilation, light, and evacuation. So for example, if you are building a house, you cannot build it in the middle of a block surrounded by other buildings. So why? It is because dili ka makatukod og kaning mga building nimo kung walay mga road or path leading to it. Dapat naagi na direct connection sa mga street, yard, or public area on at least one side of your building. So for the purpose of this section, the center line of an adjoining street or alley shall be considered an adjacent property line. So meaning to say, when measuring distances for building placement or property limits, the middle ang kanang center sa street or alley next to your lot is treated as if it's the edge of your property. So if your building lot touches a street, so kung imuhang balay is ihang tapad nga lot is street and the street is 10 meters wide, so the center line 5 meters from your edge since 10 meters man ang wide or ang width sa road. So ang half ana niya is 5 meters, di ba? So mo na siya ang i-consider nga boundary line for the rule ani nga National Building Code for the fire safety rule. So with that, it can help in calculating how close or far your building can be to the street or alley. So the eaves over required windows shall not be less than 750 millimeters from the side and rear property lines. So unsa ay ning eaves? So mao ni siyang eaves everyone. Kani sa kuan ni siya sa katong center line. Kani day mga ang kani ang roof eaves, mga overhang sa imuhang wall. Kanang ni-extend ba? So ang eaves kay mao na siya ang parts of the roof that extend or hang over the walls of a building. So the overhang. So as you can see mo na siya gitudlo niya ang roof eaves. So so why are eaves shall not be less than 750 millimeters from the side and rear property line. So what's the purpose di ay? So with that, ang the rule says nga ang kaning mga eaves must be at least 750 millimeters or 0.75 meters or 75 centimeters away from the side and back boundaries of your property. So with that, it can prevent kanang the eaves and water runoff from them sa imong mga silingan from extending into someone else's property. So it can also kuan sad ni siya kung dapat dili kayo taas ang imong roof eaves. So another for the rule is kanang the reason why it must be at least 750 millimeters because it can prevent fire spread between buildings that are too close. Another is ventilation and light blockage between properties. So example, if kana imuhang back fence sa luyo sa imuhang balay or your rear property line, imuhang roof eaves cannot hang closer than 75 centimeter to that fence. So the same applies to the sides of your property sa mga kilid sa imong balay. So in short, sa A, general, is building must adjoin or access a street, yard, or public space. So, you can't build on a landlocked area with no path or access. So, dapat, kung mag-build kag balay, dapat naagid na siya direct access sa mga vehicles, something like that. Another is the center line of an adjoining street counts as the property line. So, when measuring setbacks, so ang setbacks is ang distansya kung asa nimo ibutang ang imuhang building or balay. So in measuring setbacks, use the middle of the road or alley as your reference. So kung dili tapad, kung ang imuhang property line is not next to the street, then you measure the setbacks from the edge of your property line. So eaves must be at least 750 millimeter from side or rear property lines. So meaning to say, your roof extensions must not go too close to neighbor's boundary. Let's proceed. Fire resistance of walls. So bilang gyapon ni siya sa 704 sa National Building Code. So exterior walls shall have fire resistance and opening protection in accordance with the requirements set forth by the Secretary. Projections beyond the exterior wall shall not exceed beyond a point one-third the distance from an assumed vertical plane located where the fire-resistive protection of openings is first required to the location on property, whichever is the less restrictive. So ang kanimong mga outside walls or mga exterior walls, dapat naagi na siya fire resistance, like makaresist siya sa mga fire. So the outside walls of your building, like the walls facing the outside of the property, must be built with materials that resist fire for a certain amount of time. So with that, they must also have proper protection for opening. So unsa man ang mga proper protection? Kanang mga imuhang mga windows, doors, mga vents. So ang kanang protection nimo sa imuhang mga openings dapat is mga fire-rated doors, mga fire-rated windows. So example, kani. So mao ni siya example sa fire-rated doors. So dili maka-resist ang fire, and then mao sad ni example sa fire-rated windows sa mga glass nga baga. For example, kani. Baga jud siya, like makaresist kid siya og fire nga dili ma-spread into the building. So, why this rule exists di ay? So, this rule exists to prevent fire from spreading from one building to another and from outside into the building or vice versa. So, dapat naagi protection ang inyuhang mga openings para dili dayon makatag ang fire or dili masunugan in case of fire. So, ang projections beyond the exterior wall, so unsa din ang mga projections di ay? So, ang projection di ay, it is anything sticking out of a wall. So, unsa may example? Kaning mga balconies na to, mga terrace. For example, kini. So, according to the law in Section 704 in the National Building Code, these projections cannot extend too far outward when the building is close to a property line. So the maximum distance they can extend is 1/3. So measured from a vertical plane where fire resistance rules begin to apply. So ang kaning projections man good everyone nganong dili pwede is layo kaayo sa wall, it is because projections can help spread fire if they are too close to another property or building. So ang projections is makapadali ni siya og spread sa fire if duol kaayo sila sa another nga property or building because wala man siya fire resistive material. And so the rule limits how far they can extend for fire safety. So if the minimum safe distance from the wall to the property line is 3 meters, then the 1/3 of 3 meters is 1 meter. So your projection, like mga balconies or roof overhang, must not stick out more than 1 meter. Distance shall be measured at right angles from the property line. When openings in exterior walls are required to be protected due to distance from the property line, the sum of the areas of such openings in any story shall not exceed 50% of the total area of the wall in that story. So meaning to say, in measuring the distances between your building and the property boundary or the lot line, you must measure it straight 90 degrees or right angle from the property line, dili diagonal. So why is it man nganong importante man? It is because to keep measurement standard, accurate, and fair. So when openings in exterior walls are required to be protected, like mugamit ka ato ang mga fire-rated doors or fire-rated windows. So, if your building is too close to the property line, fire rules say your windows and doors must be fire protected. Pero naa siya lain nga limit according sa law. So, on each floor or story, the total area of windows and doors on one side of the building cannot exceed 50% of the size of that wall. Ngano man ka nga dili gyud pwede mulapas og 50% ang openings. So, kuan ang more openings manggod sa inyong building is more ways for fire to spread. So, kung daghang openings, so dali ra gid ma-spread ang fire. So, the rule prevents walls from having too many windows or doors when they are near another property. So, for example, ang imuhang wall in second floor is 20 square meters. So, the maximum opening area allowed is 50% naman. So, what is the 50% of 20 square meters? So, that is 10 square meters. So, you can have windows or doors totaling only up to 10 square meters. Dili gid siya more than half sa wall. Okay. So, sa B, sa fire resistance of walls, it is important that your exterior walls must be fire resistant. They must be made of materials that can resist fire and protect openings like windows and doors. And things that stick out from the wall, like katong mga projections, cannot extend too far, since they can only extend one-third of the required safe distance from the property line, as this prevents fire from spreading through overhangs or balconies. And also, distances are measured straight from the property line. So always gidha, remember, always at a right angle to avoid incorrect measurements. So if the wall is close to the property line, so dapat imuhang openings must be limited. So the total area of windows or doors must be not more than 50% of the wall on each floor. So that is for fire safety. So for the safety ra gid ning mga rules. So letter C, buildings on same property and buildings containing courts. For the purpose of determining the required wall and opening protection, buildings on the same property and court walls shall be assumed to have a property line between them. So ato lang binagsaon no para mas masabtan. So meaning ana, even if two buildings are on the same lot, for safety purposes, we pretend there is a property line between them. So that means the same property or the same fire safety rules that apply between two separate properties also apply between two buildings on one property. So bisan pa og imuha na nga building ang gitukod sa usa ka property, dapat naagyoy property line between them. So in property line diha man ta mag-measure sa ato ang setbacks. And also, even if imuha ng building ang imuhang gipatukod ana nga lot or property, dapat apply gihapon ang fire safety rules. Mogamit gihapon og mga fire-rated doors or fire-rated windows and so on. So why this rule exists? It is to prevent fire from spreading between buildings that are very close to each other, even if they belong to the same owner. So example, if you have two buildings 3 meters apart on the same lot, the law treats them as if a property line runs in between. So with that, each building must follow wall and window fire protection rules as if they belong to different owners. So bisan pa man og imuha na nga building imong gipatayo sa usa ka property line, dapat mo follow gihapon ka sa fire safety rules. So when a new building is to be erected or gipatukod on the same property with an existing building, the assumed property line from the existing building shall be the distance to the property line for each occupancy as set forth by the secretary. So according to the secretary, when a new building is to be erected, kung na kay building nga ipatukod sa same property nga naa na po nagtukod nga building, ang property line nga gikan sa existing building, mao ra pud to ang imong distance sa property line sa occupancy. So meaning to say, if you build a new structure next to an existing building on the same lot, you must check the type of occupancy. So the type of occupancy of each building, like for example, residential ba, commercial, industrial, and then you must also check the required safe distances and fire protections for each occupancy type. So with that, you must follow the most restrictive. So ato jud ka mo-follow sa So adto jud ka mo-follow sa most restrictive requirement. So ngano ka no? It is because different occupancy types have different fire risk. Like for example, a house, the residential, less risky siya compared sa chemical storage building, which is hazardous. So when placing them next to each other, the stricter fire distance rules must apply. Okay. So provided that two or more buildings on the same property may be considered as one building if the aggregate area of such building is within the limits of allowable floor areas for a single building. And when the buildings so considered house different occupancies or are of different types of construction, the area shall be that allowed for the most restrictive occupancy. So, meaning to say nga, allowed ka to treat several buildings on the same lot as one big building if ang total floor area sa tanan nga building kung atoan ang i-combine dili mo exceed sa maximum floor allowed for one building by the building code. Why this is allowed? Because sometimes a group of buildings manggod is designed to function as one, like school buildings, and then if their combined area is not too large, you can follow the rules for one building instead of many separate buildings. So, allow ra ka allow ra ka mo treat sa several buildings sa same nga lot as one big building if kung imuhan ng totalon ang ilahang floor area is equivalent ra siya sa one single building. So when the buildings so considered house different occupancies, so if you treat multiple buildings as one building and of course they have different uses or occupancies, like for example, ang usa is residential, ang usa commercial, or they are built using different construction types, like one is concrete, one is wood, like ato mga naman to yung mga nagkalain-lain ng mga types of construction. So, you must follow the most strict or most limiting rule among them. So, ngano kaha, ang mga buildings manggod with higher fire risk, mga weak materials, and more combustible contents, need gina sila og stricter safety rules. So, the entire group of buildings in that property must follow the rule for the riskiest or weakest one. So in section 704C, even if buildings are on the same property, the law pretends there is a property line between them. This means fire safety distances and protections still apply. So when adding a new building beside an existing one, you must follow the maximum distance and fire rules based on each building's types of occupancy. So with that, imuha gyud i-follow whichever requirement is stricter. And several buildings on one lot may be treated as one building. So, if their total floor area does not exceed the maximum allowed size for one building. So, example, daghang ka building, so you can treat that as one building if their total floor area does not exceed dili mo lapas sa maximum allowed size for one building. So if the buildings have different uses or construction materials, the combined building must follow the rules of the most restrictive type. So with that, I conclude that section 704 tells us where buildings can be placed. So Part A makes sure buildings have access to streets or yards and that roof overhangs stay at least 0.75 meters from neighbors. So sa Part B na pod, na-ensure siya nga ang walls near boundaries are fire resistant and openings are limited. So sa Part C, it treats multiple buildings on the same lot as if separated to maintain safety. So overall, these rules protect life, prevent fire hazards, and make sure buildings are safe for everyone.